Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host. It is June 20th, 2025. As far as the update, dude, I am in fucking pain. So, I woke up today, and I don't know why. I think it's because I have tonsil stones. When I first wake up, if you don't know what tonsil stones are, go Google it. It's fucking disgusting. But I have tonsil stones, and when I wake up in the morning, if I don't have something to sip on real quick, I start gagging. My mouth, my throat, everything's dry. I start gagging, dude. So I'm gagging, and I gotta go piss. And I'm peeing, I'm standing up pissing, because yes, sometimes I pee sitting down. It's better for your prostate, you know. And I start gagging and I cough while pissing, standing up, and I hear this gigantic pop, and I feel it in my lower back. And dude, it was like one of those. It's not like a normal pop, because I crack my knuckles, I crack my neck, I crack, my back. By the way, if you crack your neck, you increase your chances of stroke, like, a lot. And dude, it was like a pop that legit scared me. I'm like, uh-oh. So I can barely move, and I have to work kitchen on a Friday night, which is like double the work because I have a delivery truck coming tonight. I have to put up a truck. I have to do fry out. I have to fry all the chicken because it's going to go bad over the weekend because we're closed on weekends, the kitchen. So pray for me, cast a spell, do some Reiki. You do that voodoo that you do so well. But besides that, played some Zelda. I got the flute from a dungeon. I barely got it too, man. I had like a little tiny bit of health, dude. And there was a dark nut in front of me. And if you play Zelda 2, you know how brutal those things can be. And I just did the shield spell real quick and the jump spell real quick and just jumped over his ass, grabbed the flute before I got murdered. So I've been playing that. I ordered another Zelda game, which I will probably do an unboxing and review of, obviously. It's a really special one, man. I can't wait till it comes in. It's going to be fucking awesome. But, yeah, dude, so that's it for as far as, like, my personal life. I did have something crazy to tell you, though. Yesterday, dude, so I told you guys, go check out the 420 special holiday episode. I take CBD, so that, and go check out the most recent occult item show and tell episode. And if you're not listening on Spotify, I'll link it. So I buy CBD, I use CBD, and I went to Botany Bay, a local head shop, and they had CBD on sale, but it has THC in it too. And I'm like, and the guy's like, oh, it won't mess you up, it's just you'll feel it a little bit, I'm just warning you. So I've been taking this shit for a while. I haven't felt shit. Yesterday, dude, I don't know if it was because I didn't have enough food in my stomach or vitamins were off. Something was off, dude. And after I podcasted yesterday, as soon as I started uploading it and shit, I was sitting there chilling, and I got high as a fucking kite. And I had to clock in to work like 20, 30 minutes afterwards. And dude, I was like, I almost called out yesterday. I almost called out today because of my back, but I can't. I need the money. Dude, I was high as a kite, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking CBD today. Because it was like, it felt like, what, dude, here's the thing. Like, I can handle marijuana. I smoke marijuana. But when you're, like, smoking it, you're already in the headspace of you know what you're going to feel. But when you're not expecting it, it freaks you the fuck out. Like when you're not intentionally getting high. Because I just take it just to stabilize my mood, you know. And dude, when it hit, man, I started having like a panic attack in my car. I called my wife. I'm like, you might have to either come get me or call an ambulance, something. I was like riding the dragon over here, dude. But that was fucking crazy. So we got some updates on the channel. First off, I have a Buy Me a Coffee account set up wherever you're listening from, whether it be Rumble, Spotify, or YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go subscribe to me on Rumble and Spotify, because you're missing out on episodes because I can't put certain shit out on YouTube. So, but yeah, if you want to donate $1, it helps. It pays for notebooks, pens, paper, flash drives. It goes back into the channel. I'm going to get some business cards made soon, so it'll help. But as far as updates, last several episodes, I've been talking about I need to make a playlist on YouTube for the P. Diddy episodes, because I don't like to be a broken record and rehash info that I've already put out. It's just, it would be annoying to you as a listener, especially if you're like a listener who listens to every episode, you know. That, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to sit here and keep rehashing the same shit, be a broken record. So I always tell you guys, hey, go check out this episode, go check out this episode. So I'm doing a shit ton of maintenance on my channels on Spotify and YouTube. So today I made a playlist for P. Diddy, because I've done 6 episodes on P. Diddy. And if you're interested in just that story, because that's one we've been covering and coming back to, go check out that playlist. And the awesome thing about YouTube is you can save that playlist on your profile. So anytime I update to it, you can check back in. And I did 6 episodes, 3 hours worth of information, because I always keep the episodes around 30 minutes. So you got 3 hours, 6 podcast episodes, all on P. Diddy, of everything I've covered so far on the case, you know. So go check it out. But that's it for an update. I've been putting my nose to the grindstone and getting a shit ton of fucking notes, a shit ton of stuff to talk about. Today's gonna be probably kind of like a compilation. So let's get into the first conspiracy, dude. So you guys know me, man. I watch a lot of conspiracy compilations of TikToks of there seems to be a very large uptick of African American conspiracy theorists, content creators, which makes me happy. I'm white, so obviously I don't know. And if you're black, tell me. Is there a lot of black people who are waking up? Because I've been a conspiracy theorist all my life. You know, I was raised in a conspiracy family, but seems like past couple years, dude, there's a shit ton of African American content creators who are reacting to conspiracy TikToks, which is awesome. So I watch a lot of their stuff. And I mean they, because I literally watch like 3 or 4 different black dudes who cover this shit, you know? Like Mod Tricka, Jet Ski, Chuck, Adonis, Honest Adonis. So there's a couple shout outs. Somebody was watching and reacting to a conspiracy TikTok. And you guys know me. I am a student of Jordan Maxwell. I did a whole episode on Jordan Maxwell when he died. Go check it out. It's just literally called R.I.P. Jordan Maxwell. I love Jordan Maxwell, and I've talked about him tons of times in my 450 something episodes on this channel. You know, I've talked about him a shit ton with this channel. I love Jordan Maxwell. And he taught me a lot and got me into etymology, and that words are spells. And I don't know, I just love etymology. Sometimes I'll drive my wife nuts with how much I'm like, well, the etymology of that word is this and this. And she's like, oh my God, everything's not a conspiracy. And I'm like, everything is, though. You married the white rabbit. I'm a mad hare, you know. I never knew the etymology and the root origins, the original definition. This is, dude, I say this all the time, man. I rant about the definition of worship. You're not supposed to fall on your knees and, I worship you, Yahweh. The original definition of worship is to be in alliance with. You're not supposed to fall on your face, you know. Vote. I didn't know the original definition of vote. So, to vote, the etymology, original definition is a prayer, a vow, a wish, like throwing a coin in a fountain, wishing on an eyelash. That is a vote. A promise to a god, lowercase. So, when you are voting, you are making these presidents or prime ministers, if you're in a parliament type of situation, they are a lowercase god, a small g, and you are making a promise to them. You are giving a prayer to them. You are making a wish to them. Because I've already talked about this, man. I did a whole episode called Faith versus Will. Go check that episode out. And it's occultism versus Christianity. And we're talking about the same shit. And I have Christian friends that I talk to every now and then, and I'm like, homie, we are talking about usually almost like, I'd say like 75% of the time, we're talking about the same shit and we're fighting the same enemy. It's just, you don't like the word spell or curse or witchcraft or pagan. You don't like those words. When I cast a spell, that is a prayer. When you do a prayer, you're casting a spell. And they hate hearing that. Christians hate hearing that. I'm not casting spells. Okay. But we are deifying these normal human beings. Okay. Are they normal human beings? I believe in the Nephilim. I'm an ancient astronaut theorist. I do believe that some of these bloodlines, these elite L-ite, etymology, some of these elites, I do believe that the reason why they act and do the most humane, the most inhumane things is because they perhaps, I'm putting forth the proposition that they're not actually full-blown human. I could believe that they are some sort of reptilian, and by reptilian, I'm not going David Icke on you. I'm talking about the reptilian part of your brain, because everyone has a reptilian part of your brain. I do. So technically, I'm part reptilian. So are you if you're watching. Yes, we're mammalian, but there is a reptilian part of the human brain, Homo erectus, you know. Perhaps their reptilian part of the brain is overdeveloped, so they are reptilian. But I also do believe that genetically they could be the offspring of the Anunnaki, or if you're Christian, you would call them, or Hebrew, you would call them the sons of Anak. Demigods. So they are lowercase g's. And when we vote, we are deifying them and praying to them and wishing to them, putting forth a proposition. Yeah. What do you guys think? All right, next subject. All right, so I did want to say this, and I didn't write it down. I apologize, but I did see a comment today, and I'm not gonna turn this into a responding to comments video or nothing, but I did see a comment today, and it made my heart sore. It was on a older episode that I did called "I'm a Shill" and Baphomet in the Blue Origin Patch. I think the episode title is called. Go check the episode out. But someone commented on YouTube and said, basically, to hash it up, the episode I was talking about, hey, I'm starting a Buy Me a Coffee account. I've been doing this for like a decade. I made 30 cents, or no, I made $30 off of Anchor when I used to have Anchor. I put out like 300 episodes and made $30. So $10 for every 100 episodes from getting paid from Anchor. And then Spotify bought out Anchor. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't make money off this channel. If anything, I actually put money into it. I'm in the hole, definitely. Probably thousands of dollars from laptops and, yeah, joy. Paper and pens and flyers and making flyers, going to a place and getting flyers made. Like, I'm so in the hole. It's just a passion project, really. And this person said, dude, I just discovered you here recently and I've been binging your stuff. And like, I love it. And I'm thinking in my head, like, thank you. Because honestly, dude, like, there's a lot of times that I put out episodes and I'm like, dude, this is a banger. Like, I was feeling it. I was feeling the energy and the spirit, you know. I was like, yeah, dude, this one's gonna be awesome. And it was just beautiful and nice that someone recognized it. And I'm not like saying like, hey, you guys gotta comment and like kiss my ass or worship me. But like, it is nice, dude, to just get a nice comment of, especially someone who just found me. Like, dude, if you just found me and you're binging my shit, homie, you're gonna love it, because there's like 450 something episodes out there. We go deep, dude. I got a shit ton of subjects and I talk about everything. If it's conspiracy or ufology or ancient shit or paranormal, I talk about it all, dude. Go check it out, man. I got a whole library for you. And welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the family, you know. But I just wanted to say that. So let's get on with the next subject. Sorry. So, I did an episode here recently, and it actually ties in, and I wasn't planning this. I don't believe in really coincidence. I believe in synchronicities and things happen for a reason. I did an episode here recently on the green slime, the Nickelodeon green slime conspiracy. It's like, I think it was like a week and a half ago. Go check that episode out, dude. There's a whole conspiracy on why they used the color green, why they were covering children with slime, creepy shit, and the Epstein connections and Dan Schneider. We go deep, homeboy, in the words of Sam Tripoli. So this kind of ties in with it. It's almost the same shit. So there's a trend going on right now with X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I could care less. And this falls under multiple, it's mostly X and Twitter where it's happening, and Instagram and shit like that. I don't use any of these. I need to get back on X so I can promote my shit. Now that the censorship is like less, that it's run under Elon. Think of him what you will. I'm not saying he's a good guy, but apparently there's less censorship, so I do need to jump back on it to promote my channel. Because it did help make my channel grow. So there's an AI system called Grok, and you can basically type in whatever the fuck you want under there is still censorship within it, but the fail-safes aren't perfect. So, there's pictures, there's young women and young ladies under the age of 18 who are posting pictures of themselves, like selfies and shit. So, there's a new trend, and people are doing it, of like taking their pictures of themselves. Let's say they're in a pretty dress, or it's a day out on the beach and they're in a bikini, and most likely men, you know, I'm not like a feminist over here or anything, but it's mostly men, perverts, who are using Grok AI and saying, hey Grok, add glue, and they're specifically saying the word glue. Add glue dripping from their mouth and off of their hands. You know, you see where I'm going with this, because obviously we all went to elementary school, wherever you're from, unless you're a tribesman in a tent right now watching on a cell phone. Hey, how are you? Please subscribe. But that was racist as fuck. I'm sorry. We have fun here, dude. They're getting past it. Like, obviously they can't type in, hey, make cum dripping from her face, because Grok would go, no, no. Especially if they're underage. But the AI, dude, there's certain little fucking ways to get past their little fail-safes. And it's understood. I mean, it's to be expected. Because they're not going to have it perfected, you know? Not yet. It's going to take time for it to get perfected. So, and there's all these women, like tons of different cases. I can't remember who it was who was covering it. Otherwise, I'd give a proper shout out. But there was tons of different cases of just multiple women coming forward and being like, dude, all I did was post a selfie. I put on makeup today and felt happy and good. You know, and confident, like, and dude, I'm a dude, and I used to do that shit. Like, I would just, you know, spike my hair because I'm a punk. I would spike my hair and take a bath and shave, and I'd be like, ooh, you know, like back when I used to have Facebook, like, I'm gonna change my profile picture. I look good today. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. And there's underage girls and adult women who are falling victim to this glue dripping off of them. People using Grok. And apparently they did fix it, but I just wanted to inform you guys what was going on, and let me know in the comments what you think about it. I think it's disgusting, especially because they're like posting it on the person's comment section. Like, they're not even like doing it, not that it's any better, but like they're not even like copying, saving the picture and then like doing AI shit to it and putting it in a folder on their laptop for their own personal use. Not that that's any better, but they're like publicly doing it on comment sections, and it's fucking insane, dude. It's mind-blowing to me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I grew up in the 90s, man, and I'm a consumer of pornography. I've struggled with pornography throughout the years, but like, and like I said, it's not right either way, but it's the craziness, it's the out-of-pocketness of, can you imagine just doing that publicly? Like, hey, Grok, do this to this picture, and then like posting it on the person's comment section. Like, that's batshit. I can't imagine opening up my inbox for YouTube and someone like putting a link in there and going, hey, look at this, and then I click on it and it's like they took a still frame of me while I was podcasting and made like glue dripping out of my mouth, and they caught me while I was like, you know, and they're like, hey, Grok, put a hot dog in his mouth and make glue drip out of the sides of it, you know. And here I am with a fucking that I would be like, whoa, comments turned off now. Like, I would probably never have comments on again, and I wouldn't have had that beautiful comment that I had earlier today. And it just makes me want to say, dude, as a man, as a white male, who's mostly straight, you guys know me. If there's a smoking hot tranny, I ain't gonna lie, I'd look over my shoulder or two if I was single and be like, all right, none of my friends are around. Let's go back to my house. Let's make some anal babies. Sorry. Okay, but you guys know me. I'm a fucking freak, but there are certain things I'm like, homie. So, like, I'm a pervert, you know, but, like, dude, I just want to say to, like, the gender of males out there, like, we gotta chill the fuck out, and we gotta start checking our brothers, man, and being like, bruh, not cool. And there's nothing wrong with that, dude, of just going up to a brother and being like, bruh, not cool. I did it in the past, dude. I had a friend we had a big friend group. We used to get together for Thanksgivings and parties and shit. And one of the dudes was fucking the other dude's wife. And we all found out. And I was the only guy in the group to go, bro, what are you doing? Not cool. Like, we had this beautiful group, a fellowship of the rings over here, and you're like fucking Boromir, bro. You're fucking so-and-so's wife. Like, not fucking cool. And he's like, so you're not going to be my friend anymore? I'm like, I'm still your friend. I still love you. But because I love you, I'm going to call you out on your shit. Not fucking cool. You broke up a beautiful fucking thing. There was a beautiful friendship, and we had all these multiple families coming over for Thanksgiving. We were the island of misfits toys, and you fucked so-and-so's wife and ruined it. You ruined our fellowship. I love you, but I'm mad at you right now. Stop being fucking retarded. As above, so below. Think with the upper head, not the lower. Like, as men, we need to be calling each other out, man, a little bit more. You know, and I'm not saying we got to be white knights and feminist and all this bullshit. You know me, I'm not fucking gay. But we do need to call each other out on crazy shit like this, man. But I don't know. I'm not going to get into another subject. I think that's pretty good. You got a double whammy, double feature today. Of conspiracy. We talked about 2 subjects, so that's pretty good. But I love you guys, and dude, last episode, man, I ain't gonna lie, dude, I got 4 thumbs up, which is very rare. My phone's overheating, so, which the episode's almost over anyways, but I got 4 thumbs up, which is very rare, dude. Like, for some reason, sometimes I'll get a shit ton of views, but everyone's scared to hit that like button, you know? So I know I was on the right track. I lost a couple subscribers, and I'm sure they were Christians, and they're like, you know, and I wasn't even going mean against them. I'm just like, hey, you need to hear this. I'm preaching to the choir, and the choir didn't like it, so I lost a couple members of my choir, but that's okay. It happens. You know, it's just, I needed to say it. I told Sammy one day, I was like, because I really don't go Alex Jones and yell and get infuriated. Like, Alex Jones does that like every episode. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of tuning into Alex Jones is, I'm turning, you know. I don't do that. So when I do, I'm like, I told Sammy, my wife, I'm like, homie, I might have to put out like a compilation of the times I went off, because I have like 450 episodes. I'm like, just do a whole episode of Abe freaking out, you know? Just the very few times that I just was yelling and going off, you know? Because it's like, people would love that shit of like an Abe freaking out compilation video or something. Because I don't really do it a lot. For the most part, I'm very chill and mellow. So, I don't know, I think it'd be fun to do that. That's an idea I have for the channel. But, I love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe, and you all have a good day.